This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Osborne versus Dayman. You all have been in a relationship for 2 years. You're living together. You recently appeared in Lauren Lake's Paternity Court, where you determined the paternity of your child. Mr. Osborne, tell us why you're here today.
I'm here today to get unanswered questions that I have about her cheating on me and about the text messages I received from her so-called best friend.
All right, do you see the look on her face?
I do.
What is going through your head?
I was disgusted with that statement.
Why are you disgusted?
It's all lies, it's hearsay, there's no evidence of me of any sort. I mean, I've explained myself. It has not stopped since paternity court.
So, what's it like living in your home with this big, giant cloud of accusations?
He gives me a headache. That's exactly how I feel. It's a big headache.
So you have a headache and you got a heartache.
Yes, Your Honor.
What is it that is going on that makes you think that she's cheating?
One day I was at work.
Okay.
And I received a text messages stating that she might be pregnant. And that don't fall for it because it might not be mine.
So this is
determined that it was, so I was telling the truth then, and I'm telling the truth now.
But the deal is that her friend texted you at work and told you that she might be pregnant.
Yes, Your Honor.
And indicated that that child might not be yours.
Yes, Your Honor. Wow. After she sent them the first message saying that she's pregnant and it might not be mine, it followed up with a bunch of screenshots of conversations between them where she's talking about sneaking out, going to see other guys, and being with not one, not two, but 3 different guys.
3. Her best friend tells you that she's cheating with not 1, not 2, but 3 different guys.
The day after a big fight.
All right, you're holding those
spiteful.
text messages?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ron, would you please get those?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now you're saying that those text messages were the result of you having had a big fight with her.
I mean, I wrote the messages, I'm not denying that, but the reason that she even sent them in the first place was out of spite.
Okay, well,
All
let's
right,
take a look at
these
them.
messages. So this message is from your former best friend to you,
Yes,
right,
Your
Mr. Osborne?
Yes.
And it says, she's been blanking guy 1 since you went away. Also, she's been blanking guy 2 out in blank and guy 3, but they are new people.
Wow.
So this is her telling you, here's what I'm getting ready to send you about these 3 guys, right?
Yes.
Okay.
This next text message is a screenshot of a conversation between your girlfriend and her friend.
Yes, Your Honor.
And your girlfriend says, I'm about to wait till he falls asleep and go to guy 1. I wish guy 3 didn't live in, so that blank would be on speed dial.
And that was at 1:24 in the morning. And then at 8:38,
The friend writes,
did you go?
and Ms. Dayman responded, yes, girl, I've been up all night. He's still sleeping.
I wrote those because they put me in a position to pick between them. I couldn't be friends with her and be in a relationship with him.
Why would you want to be friends with the person that wants you to be a cheater?
What?
Why
No,
would
she
you
didn't.
want to be
You
with
were
a friend
so
that makes
horrible
you
to
look
me.
like a...
She did not want me to be unhappy with you.
Okay.
Ms. Dayman,
We'll find out.
This has nothing to do with your friend. This has
Yes, it does.
everything to do with you talking about going to see guy 1 and wishing guy 3 didn't live somewhere else.
I could not, no. I
Yes,
could not
yes,
be
yes.
in a relationship with him and be friends with her. At the time, I felt like she was important enough to me. I didn't want to throw my friendship away with her, and he was important enough to me. I didn't want to lose my relationship with him.
But here's the thing.
Am I missing something?
So
You are, because the text
end of
message
it,
just didn't end here. Your friend writes, where'd you go? And you said you went to guy number 1.
I don't understand how going through these messages has anything. I said I wrote them
we're
and
about to
why
talk
I
about
wrote
it.
them already.
We're about to talk about it.
Now, Ms. Dayman, here's my question. You say this ex-girlfriend, she sent this out of spite.
Yeah.
That doesn't change what you wrote. It doesn't change
I've
the fact...
explained why I wrote it.
But why you wrote it makes no sense.
How does it not? How does it not?
Because who?
I told her what she wanted to hear. That's the type. I didn't tell her. You know what?
She wanted to know you were sleeping around with three other guys.
Yeah, actually,
And
yeah.
that's the type of friend you want to be around.
There it is.
At the time.
There it is.
I know how it looks, but like I said, the lie detector test will show that I'm telling the truth now, just like I was with the paternity.
Well, there's her side, there's your side, and there's the best friend side. Miss Nicole is here. Ron, would you escort her in?
Yes, y'all.
I'm done. No.
Good day, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. Please state your name for the court record.
Nicole Taylor.
We have just looked at some text messages between you and Ms. Dayman. My question to you is, why would you send these messages to Mr. Osborne?
Well, because me and Jillian got into it, and she tried to mess up my relationship.
Okay, there's the spite that I was talking about.
all
Okay,
right.
are we
Out of
are we
spite,
getting somewhere
I will
here
admit,
now?
out of spite, I told Elliot, but that does not mean that what she said isn't true.
No, but I explained why I said that to you.
Yeah, but you cheating has nothing to do with our friendship. Whether I wanted
Yes.
you to be with him
Yes.
or guy 2 or guy 1 or
Did you
guy
ever-
3.
No.
So,
no.
go ahead.
How sure are you that she cheated?
I was with her with guy 2.
You were with her when that happened?
Yes.
What happened?
Well, we went over to his trailer, and and they went off in the back, disappeared. She came out, he didn't. And when we were leaving, after we got into the car, she volunteered the information that she was sleeping with him and that she was gonna be going back over there.
How long were they back there in the back?
A little too long.
Ms. Dayman, what were you doing in the back of the other guy's home?
I never went into a trailer. I'm not saying nothing to the lie detector test because nothing I say matters at all. Like, I mean, no. So, I mean, I'll just wait. The test speaks for me. The test speaks for me.
Okay, Ms.
The test
Dayman.
speaks for
Because
me.
everything else.
A couple
no.
things, Ms. Dayman. One, you speak for you.
No, the test will. Nobody's listening to what I gotta say. I said I understand how all this makes me look. I understand that. Okay? I'm just, I'm
Makes
just gonna
you
wait
look
for the test.
really bad.
I'm waiting for the test.
Ms. Dayman, listen.
Let me, hold on. You don't get to decide what you tell, what questions you answer or no answer in this courtroom. So I don't want to hear from you. The lie detector's going to speak for me.
Well,
if I'm asking you a question, I expect you to answer it. And so does Judge Cutler, okay?
You never rode in a vehicle with Ms. Taylor to another man's house.
No.
Never.
I never did.
Well, explain your other friend coming to me, telling me the same thing. when-
Elliot, I have never, since my daughter's
I've-
been born, I've
I've had
never
two
went
friends.
anywhere without her. So tell me.
I have had two
Mr.
friends,
Osborne, I did this
supposed
all with my
friends.
child
Mr. Osborne.
present.
Yes,
So you
Your Honor.
stayed at home with
Dayman.
my child? Did you stay at home with my child?
Mr. Osborne, you are testifying. One of her friends came to you and told you the same thing Ms. Taylor is telling you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Since Paisley's
What?
been born?
Ms.
Yes.
Dayman,
You're full. Oh.
can you tell me the circumstances, how that came about?
We had one of her friends coming to my house to pick up some stuff. And after I loaded it into her van, she started telling me about how she had sexual relationships with other guys at her house,
At the friend's house.
at the friend's house, Your Honor.
I think that's completely false. And since Paisley has been born, I've never once left her unless I went to work. So try that story again.
Do you go and hang
No,
out with your
never
friend all
once.
the
So
time?
I take my 9-month-old and then I leave her while I go have sex with someone. Is that what I do at random people's houses?
If they're willing
Okay,
to
then.
let
So
you
that
have
story
people
is
come over,
completely-
they're willing to watch
Ms.
your kid,
Dayman.
I guess.
You are so full of it.
So, Ms. Dayman, is your testimony that all of these allegations of guy 1, 2, 3
Are all lies.
All false.
Yes, yes, all lies.
And this is just a giant conspiracy.
Yeah, and
that
once
everybody,
you read the results,
You've
you'll
got to
understand
let me
that.
finish my question.
'Cause I know what it all
how you
leads
answer
to.
the question I haven't even asked yet.
It's all leading to the same thing.
This is all a giant conspiracy.
Yeah. Yes, Your Honor.
People are just making this stuff up about you to get back at you and him.
I don't know about him. I don't know nothing about that man, but me, yes. I don't know what he has going on. I know he's full of it, though.
How have you managed to surround yourself with all these people who have so much hate for you?
I don't know. I have to make poor decisions. That's what it is.
All right, Mr. Keller, I think we got enough. We have her ex-best friend, Miss Taylor, who has come here in person to say, yes, I have been in the same home where she was having sex with guy number 2. Then you have a second friend, completely different person, who says the same thing. I'm aware of her having sex with other men. She's had sex with other men at my home. And then we have the text messages that she sent back and forth saying, I want guy number 1, I want guy number 2. All of this has led Mr. Osborne to absolutely believe that Miss Dayman is cheating. Miss Dayman, on the other hand, says, I absolutely believe these tests are going to exonerate me, and I believe in the truth and veracity of them. And that is what she is depending on.
Well, this court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, the court would like to call forensic voice analyst Guy Wolf and certified polygraph examiner Michael Williams to determine, is she cheating? Ron, please report to this courtroom. Guy Wolf.
Williams?
Good day, gentlemen. How are you all?
Good afternoon, Tim.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Now, Mr. Osborne, I think I saw in your court papers you had some concerns about Ms. Dayman continuously denying these accusations, and even if we had an expert, she would still try to deny them.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay? So what we did to make sure that there were no questions, we have not one but 2 experts who have examined Ms. Dayman. Now, Mr. Wolf, you are a forensic voice analyst, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what does forensic voice analysis entail?
What it does is it measures the frequencies in a person's voice, and when one of the frequencies goes away, it's indicating that there's deception in the person's answer.
And Mr. Williams, of course, you conducted a lie detector test.
Yes, sir.
And we're familiar with what a lie detector test does and what it shows whether a person is being deceptive or not, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right.
Now, you each individually asked Miss Dayman the exact same questions, and you have your individual results. So the first question, you both asked Miss Dayman, since your relationship with Mr. Osborne began, have you had sexual intercourse with guy number 2? And I just as a reminder, guy number 2 was the guy that Miss Taylor testified she had sex with at his home, and she was there, just for clarity. Mr. Wolf, what was her response to you?
She said no, Your Honor.
And Mr. Williams?
Your Honor, she said no.
What did the voice analysis determine?
The analysis determined she was being deceptive, Your Honor.
Mr. Williams, what was the result of the polygraph?
The polygraph determined she was being deceptive.
Ms. Dayman was asked, since your relationship with Mr. Osborne began, have you had sexual intercourse with any man other than Mr. Osborne in your friend's home? Mr. Wolf, what was her response?
She said no, Your Honor.
Mr. Williams, what was her response?
She said no.
Mr. Wolf, what did the forensic voice analysis determine?
The analysis determined that she was being deceptive, Your Honor.
Okay.
Mr. Williams, what did the lie detector determine?
The polygraph determined she was being deceptive.
Wow.
2 tests, the same result.
Yeah, I think that's phony. I do. I don't care, and I'm ready to walk out, so I'm done.
You've already testified that you were relying on these to exonerate you,
Yes.
but they don't.
Well, I'm surprised.
Mr. Osborne,
Yes.
you don't look surprised, sadly. I see the tears in your eyes, though.
They're fake tears. They're fake.
Can you tell the court and tell her, tell Ms.
Don't
Dayman,
tell me. I'm
what
not
you are feeling in this particular moment to know all that you had been hearing from her friends was true.
Hurt and stupid.
You are stupid. He is.
Ms. Dayman, I want you to be quiet. Nobody asked you.
Well, I'm saying.
If you say another word, Ron, I'm gonna have you get her out of here.
Yes, ma'am.
I am so sorry that you have had to endure this. And whatever you are and whoever you are, you deserve better. Nobody deserves to be called that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
He does deserve
I think I know the answer to the question, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Where's your relationship go from here?
Out the door.
Out the door.
You all are living together. You all have, at the beginning of your relationship, had a few problems because Mr. Hopkins admitted to cheating, but you survived it, made it forward until the last 3 months when your suspicions have been given a rise again. Ms. Havard, tell me, what has made you think that Mr. Hopkins is cheating again?
Your Honor, I'm trying to do a lot of things right now, and my first suspicion is his phones.
Okay. Phones.
Phones.
Okay.
Plural. Okay.
Plural.
Yeah,
More than one.
More than one.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes,
Tell me about
his
these
phone-
phones.
Here with his phones, he clears everything out of his phones. He clears text messages. He clears the phone numbers. He'll get off the phone and delete the number. He'll be on Facebook. He'll delete all of his messages. He'll have 3 calls in his phone for the whole day.
And you're like, this
And they're
doesn't
from me.
seem right. Oh, and they're all from you. Okay, so you're like, okay, these phones, the fact that there's nothing going on except for me makes you think,
Yes,
Something's
Your
going
Honor.
on.
something's going on.
Yes,
Yeah.
And the first thing that he says when I approach him, he says, "I'm not hiding anything." Well.
Yeah, you're like, I didn't ask you that. I just want to know why you don't have any messages.
And this is what happens, Your Honor. I have evidence, Your Honor.
Okay.
I have evidence. He does.
Ron,
mind?
would you get that piece of evidence, please?
And this is the second phone. The first phone he broke and threw it in the toilet.
Wait, what?
You broke a phone?
And threw
You
it in
li-
the toilet.
Well, you did like-
Not me. He did.
No.
Yeah, but you did
Yes,
like this.
Yes, he broke. There it is. Yes.
This is what he did with his hand.
Yeah.
Mr. Hopkins,
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
you broke a phone.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been working out.
Do you know how much strength it takes to break a phone in half? When she said break a phone, I thought maybe he threw it or dropped it.
No.
Broke it in half. Mr. Hopkins,
Yes, sir.
she's accused you of cheating. Let's start there. Are you denying that?
Now, yes.
Okay, you admitted to in the past.
Yes.
You all worked through that, got back together.
Yes.
And now the suspicions have started up again.
They never stopped.
Oh.
Okay. They
So
never
you just
stopped.
They never stopped.
Okay, so you said you've cleaned up your act.
Yes, sir.
But the accusations have still been following you.
Yes, sir.
And so today you want to show once and for all that you are not cheating.
Yes, sir.
But I gotta understand, why are you breaking phones, man? I mean, if somebody asks you a question about it, doesn't mean you break it.
Well, see, there's a way that you ask questions, and there's just an interrogation.
Uh-huh. And so when you get interrogated, you just tear up phones. Hold on.
I got mad. I broke the phone. Now, if I don't have a phone, I can't get accused of cheating or having people call me that doesn't call me or talking to people that I don't talk to.
But here's the thing. This is behavior, this guilt behavior. I mean, somebody's accusing you, you haven't done anything.
Well, I'm not sure I agree.
It's not going to stop there.
Exactly, that's
It's
the thing.
not going to stop there.
You called it guilt. It could be just anger. You know, he admitted to what he did. They're supposed to be working through it. She steadily accused him. Every time something goes on with his phone, she's accusing him to the point where he's just frustrated because he thought they moved past that. He breaks the phone in half. And
Not one, but two.
well, breaking a phone in
phones.
half, I mean, that is an act of anger and frustration. That's not guilt.
Okay,
Ms. Havard,
Ms. Havard.
what have you seen that makes you think he's cheating?
Your Honor, I have seen this blue car.
Okay.
And it's at his job. It's around my house. I've seen him get out the car. I've seen the car at the gas station.
You've actually seen me get out of the car?
Your Honor, I have evidence. May I present?
Yes,
May I
step
call?
to the monitor, please.
Thank you. Here's his job, and here's the blue car.
Okay.
Obviously, I don't know if they're meeting each other there. I don't know if he gets, I don't know what's going on, but this is it right here.
So you think this blue car belongs to a woman?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've seen the woman?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor, I seen him coming from the gas station, Your Honor. I went to the gas station. And he was getting out of the blue car, Your Honor.
At the gas station?
At the gas station. I walked past him, Your Honor, to the blue car. The blue car sped off before I could get to her.
And this is the same blue
The
car
same
that
blue
you
car.
saw at
Yes,
his job?
Yes, Your Honor, yes.
Okay.
And did you ask him, like, whose car is this? Whose car are you getting out of?
He said, I don't know what you're talking about. Who are you talking about? I don't.
So he's like, I didn't get out of a blue car?
Yeah, he
That's
says.
because I did not get out of a blue car.
What color was it then?
Did you get out of a
Get out of
car?
any car.
What color was it?
I just I get out of any car.
Okay. So we got work, gas station. Go ahead.
Here we go with this one, Your Honor. I'm coming out the house, and I see him in the passenger seat of the blue car, leant back. The girl is sitting up driving. They're getting on the expressway. And I said, what in the world? He's supposed to be at work. He got the same thing he got on every day, all black, black hat, black shoes, black pants, black...
With the same blue car?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the same woman?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
We're back at the gas station.
Back at the gas station, Your Honor. We're supposed to, so he says, I want to go get a cigar. I said, okay, we can go get a cigar. Let's go get a cigar. So we are walking to the gas station, Your Honor, and this same blue car just pops out of the blue, just drops from the sky. Miraculously, he closed the door on me at the gas station. He has an attitude with me for no reason.
All right, so you get to the gas
We get to
station.
the gas station, he closed the door on me. I said, okay, cool.
The door where you go in.
Yeah.
He didn't hold it for
Yeah.
you.
We go inside the store. I knew they didn't have cigars for whatever. He says, yeah, sir, do you got... No, we don't. We turn around, we leave out the door. Once again, he tried to hit me with the door. We walk in. This blue car pops out of nowhere, pulls in the drive, in the lot. And I said, this is what it is. This is why you got your attitude, huh? Because you can't meet up with your love.
I know you probably said something else, but I'm going to just fill in the blank, your thing.
The same blue car.
The same blue car. And so after she pulled off, because I was adamantly going to her, he's spread himself out. He's now on the way back to the house. He's walking in the street. I'm walking on the sidewalk.
So you're not even walking back together?
We're not.
And you think that he's mad because you kept him from a rendezvous?
Yeah.
All right. Do you have anything else? Any other pictures of the blue car?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Back to your podium. All right. So who is Miss Blue Car?
I don't know who Blue Car is.
She said she saw you in the car, not once, not twice.
But twice.
Well, twice?
Yeah. She saw him getting out the car, and she saw him getting on the highway in the car.
Okay. Can you give me a plausible reason, an explanation why this blue car keeps popping up in your room?
I have no idea.
No idea whatsoever?
I have no idea. I never knew anything about a blue car until she said something about it.
So this last instance that she described at the gas station where the blue car was there and she was walking toward it and you walked home with an attitude with her where y'all walking separately, that never happened?
Oh, the attitude, yes. But as far as, you know what I'm saying, me getting out of the blue car, you know what I'm saying, I knew anything about it.
So why'd you have the attitude?
We got into an argument before we even went to the store, which is why I wanted to go to the store.
You were trying to get away.
Yes.
You had an argument trying to go to the store, get away. She's
Calm
like,
down.
oh, I want to come with you. And you're like, fine, whatever.
And the whole time, she's running her mouth, giving me a bunch of bull, which is why I didn't hold the door for her. Yeah. And then on the way back, on the way there, she sees this car pulls up. I get even more attitude. So now I'm walking in the street. I don't want to be around her.
I get it.
And it had nothing to do with any other woman or anything like that.
Ms. Havard, have you ever caught her with another woman?
Your Honor, I came home from work one day, and when I opened the door and I walked in, and they heard the door.
They?
They. So, go up the stairs. I hear feet, boom, 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 in the door, like a doorknob, right? And I said, wow, I wonder what he's doing, right? I go in the house. He's laying on the floor. It's a blanket in the reclining chair. And I said, well, what is this blanket doing in the chair? Oh, I was sleeping in there. How? I said, okay. So I walked to the back. I walked to the other room. I said, open the closet. I said, okay. Walked to the back. Oh, Lord behold, the kitchen door. It's a towel hanging on the door. It's a person behind the door.
A person
behind the kitchen door?
So you find this woman behind the door
I said,
in your house?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes,
Is she dressed?
Your Honor, at this time.
Does it matter?
Yeah.
I don't see nothing. I don't see no shoes. I said, okay. Okay.
So what did you do?
I said, well, now look. I said, I gotta make a choice. I said, either I can take care of it now, or I can go back to work and handle it when I get home. So I chose to go back to work because he's not gonna interfere with my money. Okay?
You didn't say anything to this woman?
I didn't say anything. I left.
Did you say anything to him?
Honor, I wouldn't be standing here right now had I said anything. It wouldn't have been any words exchanged.
You see.
Okay.
It would.
All right. So you just quietly stepped away from this thing.
And I stood at the stairs facing down, and I said, get that out of my house. And I went back to work. That's what happened.
You know, her voice is scary.
How she drops it like that? That
she's
cold is like.
I got goosebumps. I'm scared. I want to get out your house. I don't even live at your house. All right. Mr. Hopkins, she dropped the voice, and what do you do?
Now, when she first comes in the house, she comes home. I know she comes home. My idea.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? For her to come home on lunch break to see me, spend time with me.
Okay.
Regardless of what time it is that she comes there, I know she's gonna be there.
Okay.
All right.
Why would I have another woman in the house then?
All right,
Okay,
but she's
so
saying...
why did you have another woman in the
I
house?
did not. There was no one. There was no other woman there.
Please, can I say?
So, but did she yell down to you, get this out of my
She
house?
said that before she left.
Okay, and what did you think she was talking about?
I don't know what she was talking about. I'm looking at her like, you know what I'm saying, what are you talking about?
I mean, he's taking an approach like never happened.
Yeah.
She's relating details, everything, and he says it's black, she says it's white.
No, he's not even saying that. She's saying down, and he's like, It's black. She's like,
I'm wondering what are you
So you're
talking
saying
about?
there was no woman
There was
in your...
no woman there, period.
Your Honor.
Okay, wait a minute. Now, I gotta go back. You come back home that evening. You say, who was this? What was this? He says to you, there was nobody here.
Yes.
And you just do what?
And I said, that's not true. You're lying. This is not gonna work. If I'm at work and I gotta worry about what you're doing in the house while I'm gone, it's not gonna work. It's not work. I need a peace of mind. I'm trying to do too much. I don't have time for it.
You know, let me ask you this. Do you want to be in this relationship?
Yes, sir, I do.
Do you love her?
Yes, sir, I do.
Despite all that you say she brings to the table?
Despite all that, she wants me to be a better me. No woman has ever wanted me to be a better me.
And you're trying to be a better you.
Trying.
But sometimes she won't let you.
Exactly.
I think we've got enough. Ms. Havard says there's this woman in the blue car, that she has seen him in the blue car. Mm-hmm. He denies it. And then you've got the woman that was found in the house. He says there was no woman in the house. He said none of this happened. He's not cheating. And
Wasn't me.
Wasn't him. And Ms. Havard is convinced he is cheating. And if he's cheating, you are done.
Yes.
This relationship is over.
Yes.
All right. Well, this court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, I would like to call certified polygraph examiner Michael Williams to determine, is he cheating? Round of 40 minutes.
Michael Williams.
How are you, Mr. Williams?
How are you?
Good, good. You did a polygraph examination of Mr. Hopkins, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You asked Mr. Hopkins, during your relationship with Ms. Havard, have you had physical sexual contact with the woman she had seen you with in the blue car? What was his response?
Your Honor, he said no.
Okay. What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined he was being truthful.
Look at that look on his face, because he like,
It appears to be no surprise to him. She's got a sigh of relief, but we do have more questions.
Oh, yes.
You asked Mr. Hopkins, on the day Ms. Havard claims she found a woman in your house, did you have physical sexual contact with that woman on that day? What was his response to that question?
Your Honor, his response was no.
What did the lie detector determine?
On this question, the lie detector determined he was being truthful.
You asked Mr. Hopkins, other than what Ms. Havard knows about, during your relationship, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than Ms. Havard? What was his response to that question?
Your Honor, he said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined he was being truthful.
Ms. Havard, Ms. Havard,
Yes.
you came here to find out whether he was cheating.
Yes, Your
It has been
Honor.
determined that he has not been cheating other than what you know about, and that's in the past.
Yes, Your Honor.
So your recent suspicions, unfounded.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have got to let it go.
pull up.
You've got to.
Okay.